Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're doing a character review and discussion as voted on by you in a poll that I posted about a week ago on the channel. You all voted for Darth Krayt as the next expanded universe character to cover. Now, I love Darth Krayt. This is one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars expanded universe lore. Going back to his days as a Jedi Knight named Asherad Het, he has some of the most interesting, fun, and exciting stories that we have in the expanded universe. Now, his former life as a Jedi is almost an entirely different character. You could definitely tie them together through the things that he goes through in his life and his storylines, but I think we will cover more of his life as a Sharadhead in a separate video in the future. But for now, we're going to focus on his reign as Darth Krayt. And yes, Krayt is a reference to the Krayt dragon from the sands of Tatooine, as that is kind of the theme of this character. Being a former Tusken, having a lot of deep connections to Tatooine. Just really cool with his appearance, the tattoos, the armor. Really makes for a solid Sith Lord and a solid main antagonist for this time period. Darth Krayt would rise to power in the years following the Return of the Jedi. In a time period where the Emperor has been defeated, there have been other antagonists that have come and gone, but there is a void. And he serves as a primary antagonist during the time period for the Skywalker children, becoming a very fierce adversary to Cade Skywalker in particular, who would ultimately be the one to defeat him. He would die the first time at the hands of another Sith Lord while he was weakened, but he would make a return. He would be resuscitated and come back with a vengeance, mind you, as the Sith are often known to do. Somehow Darth Krayt returned. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he does make a comeback, and the second time when Cade Skywalker defeats him in the Battle of Coruscant, his body is incinerated to ensure that he does not try any more Sith alchemy to make a return. So, thought that was an interesting little tidbit of lore about the character. So, I felt the need to include that. But overall, Darth Krayt is very wise. Having been around such a long time and have seen the fall of the Jedi, the fall of the Empire, having been through all these different regimes of power in the galaxy and then finding his place amongst it, he is a manifestation of evil itself. Definitely would go down as one of the more powerful Sith Lords to ever exist, and he brings back the concept of working with multiple Sith, having apprentices, having a group that he can use at his disposal. He had abandoned the concept of the rule of two in favor of his own rule of one, which would have one supreme Sith Lord commanding an entire organization of powerful Siths, which was a very interesting contrast to the Sith that had come before him. And once again, as Darth Bane had predicted back in the day, this would lead to a lot of infighting, a lot of betrayal, and the Sith, all being Sith, are selfish and only look out for themselves, and trying to form them into some kind of coalescent army or organization typically does not lend itself well in the long term. But all in all, I think Darth Krayt has one of the most interesting stories of Star Wars, having this Jedi who was a Tusken Jedi back during the time of the Clone Wars, who fought alongside people like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, having them go through this incredible journey of survival and becoming more and more jaded along the way, and surviving the events of the Galactic Civil War, surviving the rise and fall of Emperor Palpatine, and then finding second life as the Sith Lord and just clinging to power and becoming one of the most powerful Siths of his generation. It's an amazing story. We're going to give Darth Krayt a 9.3 out of 10. I highly recommend you read all of the material involving Darth Krayt, including the Clone Wars stories as him as Asherad Head. They provide a lot of insight into the journey of his character, and I think his creation and his development is one of the better examples we have in Star Wars of a long running character that goes through different phases, and it's just awesome. I love the design, I love the character, I love the backstory. 9.3. And that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Let me know in the comments below who you want to see us talk about next from the Star Wars Expanded Universe. Love doing these character reviews and got plenty more of them on the way. And as always, may the Force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button, subscribe, and go home.